My name is Pendragon, and we are returning to Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. Yeah, so I just got done doing art. We're animating for a game. It's pretty cool. You should check it out. I know people don't really give a shit about art streams as much, but that's what this one's for. So please join me on our adventure. Let me get my handy controller. Whoa, woo, wee, wee, waha. Okay, you guys ready? Let's get this going. There we go. Yep. Bright, bright, bright light. So last we finished, we beat Ornstein and Smo, and then we came back and got like 2 different Black Knight weapons, which is cool. And so we've been leveling to wield those. Um, I think I'm like 2 away from being able to use the. Oh no, I'm 4 levels away from using the great sword. But I can one-hand it, or two-hand it rather, which is cool. But we don't really need to do that. Because we got this one, and I can one-hand this one, and it's just the superior sword. I like it. It's one of my favorite weapons in the game, if not my favorite. See if we can even do something with it. Yeah, we can upgrade it. Hell yeah. The most broken weapon in the game. Not really, but... Oh, that's something we can do with all this money instead of leveling up. We can buy this ridiculously expensive key. And then cut that whole half of the game out. If you didn't know, there is a way to not use that key and not have to buy it, but it is an arduous path, let me tell you. It is a loathsome path, even. But we're not going to be doing that. Oh, no. Ow. You little bastard. But yeah, Ornstein and Smoke gave me a hard time. Like, this is the first time I'm playing through this game in like a few months at least. I think it's been actually like 6 months, maybe more than that. Cause like I've said it on the stream before, I was partying really hard, and I was also working on my album, which you know, it's on YouTube. But I was doing all that pretty much day in, day out. I was unemployed, unlike currently. I do have a job right now. But I was like day in, day out listening to the album, playing this while I'm listening to it, and indulging a little bit too much on the substances. But where was I going with that? Ah, yes. So after that, I stopped drinking because I got sent to the hospital, which was fun. Yeah, really, really good time there. And then after that, I was like, okay, well, you know, Dark Souls and not drinking doesn't sound fun. So I decided to play a different FromSoft game, that being Armored Core. I got Fires of Rubicon, and after playing it like two of the new game pluses through, it finally clicked, and it became like my favorite game for a good while. I honestly wish I could go back to it, but I unlocked every single thing in the game. I did every single mission there was to do. I was done. You know, I completed the game, and sadly, that I believe that FromSoft is quoted in saying that they're not going to add any expansions or any DLC whatsoever to Rubicon. And that shit is depressing. Like, I get it. I totally get it. But I wish they hadn't done that. I wish they would have put a little more life in the game. Or at least something like random generated missions or something. If you can make a random dungeon for Bloodborne generate itself and even have seeds for like, you know, consistent dungeons somewhere partway through, why couldn't you make random encounters for Fires of Rubicon? It would have been awesome, you know? There should have been more destruction missions and all sorts of things. Shop eyes.
Did you notice that one? Sharp eyes? He is one of the cat from the east. Like I say, oh, you.
One legitimate critique about this game might be some of the voice acting. Like, because he says shop eyes. Like, and that's like the complete wrong inflection to have for that. Because he's like saying sharp eyes. Like, ah, I'm impressed. But he says it like it's a, I don't know, like it's a descriptor of something else. Kind of like he's saying that the guy that you noticed has sharp eyes. Like, you noticed old sharp eyes over there, which sounds like a racial term. But no, I'm pretty sure it's because, well, he's invisible, so you shouldn't be able to see him. So you have sharp eyes for, you know, piecing him out like that. Boy, I didn't know that cliff was there. That could have ended badly. This is another one of those areas, kind of like Sins, where there's geometry that you cannot access, and it's really sad. Because it's like there was clearly either more to this level planned, or they wanted you to at least think that, which is annoying. I don't like thinking that. Show me the whole thing. As opposed to Elden Ring, which absolutely everything you see is something you can traverse. And that's actually a bad thing. I don't like Elden Ring's design. I like Elden Ring. I think it's a cool game. Do I think it's on par with this one? I might get strung up on a tree for saying some shit like that, but it's true. Like, I think Elden Ring is a pale comparison to, like, the OG. I think it rode off of the hype of that game a lot. Of this game, rather. And, yeah, just... I mean, it's impressive. I will not say that Elden Ring isn't impressive. But, you know, there's parts of the game that aren't good. I think the damage is too high. Oh, he's a noob. No, I'm not. I've played games where shit is balanced, like this one. Not to say there's not some bullshit moments in this one, too. But, dude, I intentionally leveled my character up to have, like, 60 vitality. And, oh my god! That's an example of perhaps a move a wee bit too strong, but... Sif's pretty easy, I just got greedy there. You go through the motions with Sif, and you will win every time. You get risky like that, well, that's what happens. But Elden Ring, see, the difference there is, whoa, what the fuck just happened? Why did my game just break? That was worrisome. I don't know what caused that. It was just like the game tabbed out. I don't know if you saw that on your end, but that was weird. Anyway. But yeah, it's like the difference here is that Elden Ring is throwing out attack after attack nonstop, and it'll take the same amount of damage that Sif's slow ass swing just one-shotted me with. And they do that with, like, every single boss. Like, if you get hit in Elden Ring, you absolutely will have to heal. If you get hit in this, you might have a good couple of hits more before you need to heal. It's usually not too big of a deal. But Elden Ring is just savage with it. I mean, and we're not even talking like late game bosses, because yeah, they're all like that. But hell, Margit is like that. Actually, Margit's one of the more balanced bosses. But there's a few of his attacks that's just like, yo, bro, we just started the game. I'm level 15. Oh, you're not supposed to fight Margit. You're supposed to explore. Shut up. If you thought that or said that, shut up. Ugh. You see what I mean? Like, Sif is actually really easy. And he's done. She is done. But we're going to be breezing through this game mostly now because I've got an upgraded Titanite Twinkling Weapon. I'm level 40. You know, we've already beat Ornstein Smo. Like, after that, if you kind of know what you're doing, the game pretty much falls apart at this point. It's super easy. And that's why, you know, a lot of the time when you die, it's because of something that was just left unfinished or from an environmental thing, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can die 100 times in Lost Izalith from either falling or getting burned by the lava, getting one-shotted by something completely ridiculous. Where is the pathway here? Is there not one? Oh, that's weird. Is there really not a path over there? That freaked me out. I guess I'm thinking of the DLC because this is like the exact same part of the map. What do we care about? Let's get the Shiva set, see if we can find it. It's out in this direction somewhere, I think. There is a point where it's like two separate, I don't want to say continents, but it's basically like, okay, that's not where we're supposed to be, so it must be in this direction more. But it's like, this whole area is really twisted and jagged with different levels leading to different portions. Okay, I think Shiva's armor's over there. This is what I'm talking about. Is like, there's a big split where this basin is kind of cut, and you can't get to it easily from over here. But this is actually that shit I was looking at just there. That's the pathway to Sif if you don't get the $20,000 key. And it is a long one. And you might have seen it. There was like a big ass cat bear thing. There's 3 of those. And you got to go through them if you want to fight Sif. Or you can run away and save your money. Invest in a shorter path. Shiva's still here? You should have gone to Blighttown. Go to Blighttown, bro. Trying to buy some swords. I didn't intend on this being a dex build, but the Black Knight weapons have such a ridiculously high dex requirement that it's just kind of the way things worked out. I don't like leveling up. I've said it before, I don't like leveling up. It's not like a sin of game design or anything, it's just I like this game playing at low level. It gets a little bit crazy towards the end because everything one-shots you. Oh dear, what have I done now? Ah! Help me! See, leveling up ain't gonna save you from shit like that, that's for sure. Ow. Hashtag rude? He was gonna bite me. I like that he praises the sun before he tries to bite you. That's fun. I doubt that was intentional, but you know. Vati Vidya, where are you on that one? We don't know. Okay, so it appears there's Shiva's stuff. But you see, this level is deceptively large. There's all kinds of twists and turns, man. That's death right there. Yeet. Ow. Alright, you might take me, but I'm taking his armor. shit. I didn't expect all four of them to attack me at once. Oh well. But you see, this is another thing. I don't care about those souls because I don't care about leveling. The main benefit to those souls might be me buying Titanite shards. But large Titanite only gets you so far. Which actually, that's something we probably need to do is go to New Londo and get all that stuff going. I'll be damned if I'm fighting the Four Kings tonight. That's not going to happen. I don't think I'm breaking new ground by saying that boss fight is terrible. Most of the later bosses are terrible. Like, the best one is probably Seath. Seath and Gwen are alright. Nito's okay. I don't like minion boss fights. They piss me off, so, you know. He's gonna be lower on the path. And everybody hates Beta Chaos. I hate it too. I'm no different there. I do think people hate it for the wrong reasons sometimes. The real reason to hate it is that if it hits you, it kills you. Maybe that's why people hate it. But I'm talking about the actual damage. Like, if you were Miyazaki trying to figure out how to make that a difficult boss fight with the platforming and all that, it shouldn't also take massive chunks of your HP while also being able to one-shot you by tossing you into a hole. I don't know. So maybe it's not my place to say because it is a unique experience. I can't hate the Beta Chaos more than I hate other things about the game. I don't know. It's a really good game, and you know sometimes good games have hard parts of them. Maybe the worst part about the Beta Chaos is that they knew it was poorly designed. They knew it wasn't finished, and they didn't put a bonfire close to it. Like even with the secret bonfire that's like in the lava before the Beta Chaos, that's a long walk, and it's a long walk to get tossed into a hole because you don't remember where all the holes pop up. God forbid you're walking from the Solaire bonfire and you're new at the game. Like, that's just a shitty experience. And they should have known that. I don't know. There's arguments to be made that they intentionally wanted you to not finish the game. I think Plague of Gripes has talked about that, and maybe somebody else. But it's like, they made the game much more frustrating and kind of cheesy towards the end because you're not supposed to be there canonically. No undead is supposed to have what it takes to power through all that. It's because we don't die, and some of them are more determined than others, that you're even able to pull it off. But if you were a human with one life to live, like on some Sigmire shit, nah, that wouldn't have been done. And it doesn't get done. Ah, shit. GG. We're still working on the timing on that, but anyway. Oh, that's what we need to do. Yeah. Let's go kill Lautrec. And then do Four Kings. Because you really want to just have the Firelink bonfire if you're going to do Four Kings. It's the best one to them. An argument could be made for the New Londo, or the Darkroot Basin bonfire that's close to New Londo. I think it's a stupid argument. I don't think it's a very good one. Let's see, where do we go? Warp to Chamber of the Princess. This shouldn't be too hard. I got a high damage weapon. If I parry him, he's probably going to die in one hit. I should probably spawn here. Anyway, it's been a pretty good day. I got some artwork done. I didn't have to work today, which, I mean, that's because they cut my hours. Have I bitched about that yet? I don't know. yeah, so they wanted me to come in on my off day, uh, which is normally I'd consider it just because oh they need my help, but I got kind of irritated because literally the day before I worked a double shift. Oh, that's fun, nice dude. But anyway, I worked a double shift literally the day before, and on that very same day, the boss himself asked me what days I wanted off. So it's like we had a conversation about me not working the next day and the day after that. So there was already plenty of precedent for me to not be available. Beside like aside from it being a double and my off days, I mean, it was a double and my off days. I thought that I made that sound like there was more, but I mean that's the main thing. But also, I've covered people before on a day that I didn't expect to work. Yeah, I got a text message, and sure enough, I was working. Oh, you fuckhead! Wait, you can't heal? Oh, so that was a thing. They changed that in the remake. Fuck. Yeah, no, see, I thought that that was the case when I was playing the remaster. I was like, wait a minute. Law Trek is easy as hell. You can heal. Are people just dumb and don't know you can heal? You can't heal. I was right originally. And me being right originally led to me being wrong. Okay, so that is going to be slightly more complex. Good news, I don't have to care about my flasks. But anyway, yeah, so it's like the dude asked me what days I want off, and then he's gonna message the next day like, "Hey, bro, I know you just pulled a double, but feel like working?" And then, of course, because I was exhausted, I never did a double before. That was my first double shift, and it was rough. Shit was hard, you know. And so I was like, that's why on that very same day, I told him, yeah, let me get tomorrow and the next day off so I could recoup from that because I knew it was going to be intense. And so I was recouping. And I didn't want to go to work while I was still exhausted from getting home at like 10:30 at night. You know, it sucks. But then I get ghosted basically all day. Like there was no reply. It was just like, oh, he doesn't want to do that. Okay, well, fuck him then. And then I get a schedule that shows instead of my normal 22 to 17 hours, I have like even less than that. I'm working 3 days this week instead of 4 or 5, which is, I mean, one might call that a wee bit particular or peculiar, you know? Oh shit, that's blocked. I'm dead. Fuck, I missed. This is tricky. Yeah, not being able to heal makes this way harder. What are you guys doing? That's irritating. Alright, I got him. I think that counts. Hell yeah. Sorry. That was me cracking a can. Let me check the stream. Everything going well? Okay, it looks like it's going well. There we go. Get his armor set and then go back to Firelink. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight the Four Kings, but I will sort of get that set up for next time. I'm not sure how long the stream's been going, but this one I'm gonna try to maybe do like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Nothing too crazy. Actually, I don't want to go that way. But yeah, nothing too crazy. It's just consistency is key when streaming, so I'm trying to stay on top of that. But yeah, no, it's kind of like a shady situation with the job because like I said, they kind of ghosted me for the rest of the day. Then at like 10 o'clock that night on my off day, I get the schedule and have significantly less hours. I mean, I'm no mathematician, I'm no philosopher or nothing, but that shit seemed kind of coincidental. Just a little bit odd that after not filling in for somebody, suddenly I don't have any days to fill in whatsoever. Plenty of days to fill in for somebody else, but none of my normal days. So yeah, kind of sucks, but that's food service. Okay, funnest part of the game. I actually like this part a little bit, but sometimes it can be really annoying. There's like two parts that are particularly just not cool, which we'll get to that. I mean, best case scenario, I do this first try and it's no biggie. Worst case scenario is we simply don't pull it off. Alright, how much damage? Hell yeah, that's what I like to see. Ooh, they do a lot of damage to me. But you want to be able to one-shot the ghosts if possible, because they can get numerous, plentiful, and very deadly. You don't have to kill them all. It's almost impossible to, just because they're so hidden away and shit. But you want to get rid of the main ones that are going to block your path. Because even though they're ghosts, they're also physical beings, oddly enough. This is not the hard part. The hard part is the ghost house. And it is a pain in the ass. I mean, pretty much, there's no other way to put it, really. Most people try to fight the ghosts. I wouldn't do that. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, unless I have to. But really the move is to run in here, try to take this bitch out, and then fucking run. Run. Like on some Velvet Underground shit. You gotta run. You want all the ghosts to come out. So that you can do this and juke the fuck out of them. Because if you don't do that and you try to start climbing up this ladder, they will eat you alive. I swear to God. Like that. There's a few of them that stick around to try to catch you while going up, but they don't put enough of them there to knock you down usually. I got light armor on, so that shows you how much poise they were doing. One attack is fine. Two attacks, questionable. Three attacks, you're probably going to fall. So when there's 20 ghosts in there after that, the electric one, don't even get me started on the screaming lady ghost, because they are terrible. But that was the main issue of this run to get that going. The only other bad part is you gotta go back, because you can die, right, and just kind of call it there and make the run back. You could do that, but you're right there. Gotta make that jump. And people are like, "Oh man, the platforming in this game's terrible." No, it's not, bro. It's not Mario. That's what you're complaining about. This is a heavy, quasi-realistic sword and sorcery game. It is a fucking RPG, bro. You're not supposed to be Mario. The jumps are supposed to be perilous. But then Miyazaki was like, "Wah, they're crying about my cool jump mechanics. Let's just give them the Mario jump." And then they made this garbage nonsense that's in Elden Ring. When the game first released and I saw the jump button, I was amazed because it's like, oh wow, a dedicated jump button. But there was a part of me that was like, that looks stupid. It looks really dumb. Maybe they patched it since I played it, but the Elden Ring jump looks cartoony and just rather ridiculous, dare I say. Wait, where's the elevator? Oh, yeah. Pull the lever. So, after you do that, you want to go down here. The most dangerous thing is really the Dark Seekers, or whatever they're called. What are they called again? Dark Wraiths? Yeah. Skeleton boys. But even they're not too bad. And I'm going to try to show you why. Here he comes. Ooh, here he comes. Ow. That's why they're not a problem. Because by this point, you should be able to parry, and by this point, you should be able to one-shot them with a parry. Not too bad. The dangerous thing about them is trying to fight them like it's an anime or some shit, because they do have, like, kind of crazy poise. Whoopsies. Oh, I wanted him to flop around. Hey, that's a pretty good drop. So they're like the most reliable thing to get a chunk from what I understand. Same with, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Wait, no, I think we're good. Oh fuck. They're still dangerous though. Their DPS is incredibly high. You just gotta get that parry timing right. Most sword enemies have a general window, but they all have their own little intricacies. Ah! See what I mean? Like, he could have killed me right there with a three-piece. See if this will work. Nope. No! I didn't mean to back roll. It was because I was locked on. Or side roll, I mean. I meant to back roll. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. They do high damage, and they got really quick combos. So if you do miss that parry, you need to retreat and be very cautious. The good news about the situation, aside from beating that first part, is that we've unlocked the shorter path. You know, the way I was going, that's not the shorter path. It's just the path they kind of send you on. But there's a shorter path to get where you need to go in that area. And, of course, the very large ember, which we will be getting. We don't really need it, because this sword is amazing. But we're going to get it. Just to show you how easy it really is. Making my way downtown, kicking ass, taking names in a homebound. Diddle-a-diddle-doo. See, another example of shit that you can't do, but it looks like a level. You know, something that should be a thing is 3D paintings. Like level design, right? But it's not for a game, it's just a thing you can look at. I feel like Miyazaki would excel at that. Anyway, this is the shortcut. The boss is that way. the thing I'm looking for, I think, is this way. Yeah. So we just mosey on over. Ignore him. I mean, we can fight him. It's kind of whatever. He doesn't respawn, so it's like we'll get to him when we get to him. But you gotta go through all these little loops and turns. And eventually, you'll find a treasure chest. And what's inside will change your life forever. But yeah, you do gotta twist and turn it, bop it, zip it. There we go. See? What did I tell you? I think that fall will kill me. Do I care? Do I care? Eh, fuck it. Oh, that was way better than I thought it was going to be. Okay. So yeah, that's actually where we just died. They kind of run you around a bit, so you get lost and can't tell what direction shit is in. Ooh, that one got him. So yeah, if you want to do Four Kings, this is what you do. Ah, you little fuck. Alright, well, bad example, because I forgot there were ghosts there. Oh, shit. Okay. See if I can show this off without taking damage. Nope. They are after me. Alright, well, what I was gonna show before these ghosts ruined everything is there's like a point that you can walk off and you won't hit anything at the bottom. See those little ledges there? They will kill you. I highly doubt I have enough DPS for this. But we're gonna try it. Where's he at? There he is. Come here. Now, oh shit. Okay. The funnest attack in the game. Yeah, that attack is ass. That's actually one of my least favorites in the entire game. It tracks forever. It's just completely pointless. God damn, he spawned fast. Oh, we got lucky there. Look, there is no way in hell I'm doing this on 3 flasks and a dream. So, we'll call this the experimental run. Yeah, I'm going to take damage. For most of their sword attacks, the further away you are, the more damage they do. Come on! That fucking sucks. Still does a shitload. No, one hit? No. Okay. Yeah, this boss is the worst fucking thing in the game. I hate this boss more than Beta Chaos, honestly. Because it's like a minion fight, which I already said I don't like. That's why I don't like Nito's fight. But it's a minion fight that... It's just weird. Weird, shitty boss fight. Anyway. Yeah, we're probably going to boost this bonfire to be like 20 and then just power, you know, just brute force it. Because, I mean, that's really all you can do with Four Kings is brute force. There's no clever tricks there. You can try to be one of them dudes that just doesn't take any damage even though you're fighting 4 enemies at once at a certain point. But it's just not worth it. Why do that? Why do that to yourself? I'm not going to do that to myself. Fuck that. Anyway, that was Four Kings. We're not doing that right now. I don't know what we're gonna do right now. Let's see what's left. We got Seath, Lost Izalith, Catacombs. I wonder. Oh wait, no, I can't even do that. I forgot the Four Kings you can do before you place the Lord Vessel. I can't do this because there's a gold fog wall. So now my choice is either brute force the Four Kings or just place the Lord Vessel. Hmm. Decision making. What time is it? It's almost 4 o'clock. So we've been streaming for about an hour now. Dark Souls, anyway. I was drawing animations and stuff for a good while. I think 2 hours or so. But to be honest, I am kind of exhausted. Animation takes a lot out of you. It's fun, but time consuming and you're staring at a screen a lot. I don't know. We're rushing through the game, which I'm also not crazy about. I like to just hang out, take my time, come up with ideas of silly things to do with the bosses I got left. But I know, so it's not the most aesthetic sort of streaming content, so I try to keep the plot moving a little bit. To be honest, I feel like I'm coming down with something. I've got sort of a sore throat going on. Pause. But it only started recently. I don't know where I would have got sick. I don't know. Let's look at our armor. What do we got? One of the cool things that I think Elden Ring did right is you could move the menu out of the way while looking at your items. Good idea. Always the swag. Havel's is so shit tier. Really, the body just sucks. I think this is a very ugly torso armor. This one's kind of alright. Part of it's bad because like half of these are gonna look weird because I got the large lower body. But being thick comes at a cost. This is the way it is. Oh yeah, I forgot I got Smo's legs. What is this, Shiva's? Yeah. Big legs. Big legs, big legs. Fucking moving in them big legs. God damn. I don't know. We missed out on a good few of the NPCs like Sigmire and... Nope, I think that's just it. He's the one. We missed out on one of the NPCs. That missed? Get back here. I'm doing a special move. Alright. I'll take that on the chin. That did not kill. I wish that kicking in this armor did more damage or something. Or did damage. A lot of the cool stuff in this game is kind of hindered by only having 2 rings. Because, like, if you could equip the lava ring that lets your, feet not get burned, because that also gives you the fire kick. Like, if you could have the fire kick and, I don't know, like the ninja ring and maybe the invisibility ring. I don't know. I got 10 fingers here. I can only wear 2 rings. What the hell's up with that? Don't tell me this character's been operating with 2 fingers this whole time. 2 fingers on some Elden Ring shit. Look at all that. Look at all that level design that you can't even experience. It's tragic, really. Look at that staircase that goes nowhere. Who died? Okay, who died? Nah. This is probably just some dumb lizard, man. Lizards, as you know, are inferior to dragons. They want to be dragons, but they just can't compete. Let's kill this guy. He's going crazy. Oh. HP? Alright, that guy's done. These are indestructible, by the way, because if they weren't, then you'd be able to access that forbidden part of the level. So, Man, oh hey, he's here. What the hell? I was for sure that he just despawned. Why is he here? Can you actually just normally access his quest line? I thought if you missed it by Anne Orlando, he just disappeared. Would have been satisfying if he had fell. Ow. He's too stupid to look up and realize the balls aren't rolling no more. What are you gonna do about it, bitch? Go on, cry to your lore tubers. Somebody wasn't ready. Ah! I forgot about that trap. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna die here, but I want to know. I want to see if it's possible. No, I don't think it is. Because there was like an Only Afro video or something a long time ago where dude had somehow managed to jump on top of one of these pendulums, guillotines. And I have no clue how he did it. We're risky, we're not that risky. Am I this risky? No. Stagger locked. Oh well. I'm kind of out of ideas right now. And I think I'm low on energy because I'm getting sick or something. Wouldn't that be great if, like, I got sick the day before I go back to work? And then I gotta stay out of work because I'm sick. I don't know. Do people normally work in the food industry if they're sick? That seems irresponsible. Like us, everybody in town suddenly has the flu. We don't know why. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I sort of knew I wasn't in the mood to do Dark Souls that much today. You fucker. But yeah, like even when I was ending my art stream, I was kind of like, eh. Even before that, I was like, I think I just want to do art today. But you know, a dragon's got to do what a dragon's got to do. So we touched on Dark Souls a little bit. What did we do that was progress worthy? We got the large ember. We killed Sif. I guess that was the main chunk of progress there. I haven't placed the Lord Vessel because I kind of do want to beat Four Kings first. This is how you talk to Koth, by the way, is you would have to, if you don't want to do like low level horribleness, then you just progress the game normally, just never talk to Frampt. And then if you beat the Four Kings first, because you don't need to place the Lord Vessel to do that, as long as you haven't placed the Lord Vessel, Koth will still appear, even if you're a super late game, you know? And then that's just how you do that. And if you talk to Frampt, he'll be like, wow, you're a dickhead. I can't believe you did that. And then he'll disappear forever. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to call it. I'm tired, so thank you for watching. I hope everything's still working. Good day. Good day to thee.